I am very offended with the way that our culture, especially like the urban culture, the urban community, how we choose to cancel people just based off of pure foolishness and ignorance. And the things that we uphold people in be ridiculous. And I really don't understand, like, the thoughts that people be having. Like, do we forget in the back of our mind that, you know, they've had a pattern of behaviors? Or do we just allow people to just be whatever the fuck they want to be with no consequences? So, when I was on Black Ink, everybody said that I was a liar. I was a manipulator. Everybody said that I was a gold digger. That was one of the funniest things that was said about me. Her fucking hilarious. Motherfucker said that they gave me my shop. Like, it was just so much stuff. And because of platform, because people were still on a TV show, y'all believed everything that was said. And for me, I'm just like, when do we start being more responsible with our support? When do we start doing that shit? Because when I talked about the shit he was doing in the shop, I was being a manipulator. When I said certain shit was going down, I was lying. When I talked about him putting his hands on me, y'all said I was a liar. Now, what's funny to me is how many domestic violence survivors like myself, nobody believed you when you told somebody that you was going through what you was going through, which forced you to probably stay in it longer than you really had to because your ass didn't know no other way out. But none of y'all believed it. Y'all said I was crazy. And I stayed silent. I've been very silent for a long time. Once I did the Breakfast Club interview, VH1, the same network that fired Cease, VH1 sent me a cease and desist after I did the Breakfast Club interview. That's what they did. The same people that has now fired him over a fucking dog. Now, for some of y'all gonna say, oh, this is about him. This is definitely not about him. This is about why the fuck black women feel like we are so fucking unprotected, disrespected. This is what this is really about. Especially a fucking entire network that knew what the fuck I was going through, but did not want that to be part of my storyline, which forced me to leave. Allowed him to drag me through the mud, berate me, belittle me, publicly humiliate me. Drag out the fact that I was a rape survivor as a fucking child. He put that story out on the fucking Shade Room. And they posted that shit. That was the first time majority of my family even knew about that stuff. I went through suicide attempts. I went through depression. I went through some very fucking dark shit behind this. And a lot of it is because a lot of people would send me hate messages, call my tattoo shop, the beautiful shop that I'm in right now, call this place of business with threats, all over a fucking TV show with a nigga that was fucking abusing me behind closed doors. And then over a fucking dog, that's when they pulled the plug. And for everybody that's negative, that want to say, no one cares, I see shit, girl, he's not worried about you, why cry now? See, that's the problem with people now, because that's what y'all think this is. This really ain't that. Okay? This ain't that. Y'all minds are so fucking small and caught up on fucking reality TV and fucking social media that y'all really don't be seeing how shit really affect your whole motherfucking life. That's why we don't got rights to abortion right now, too. Because it be stupid motherfuckers like y'all that think shit is just cute and funny and a kiki. But be the first ones needing some shit. The shit is crazy. Grow the fuck up. So, my first thing to say is, damn VH1. A dog is more important than the amount of disrespect that y'all have allowed people to even portray. Do you understand? That is the shit that y'all are allowing to be on the front line of fucking entertainment. That's what this shit is really about. It's about holding the motherfuckers who really sit in these chairs accountable. That's what it's really about. But y'all so caught up on the dumb shit that y'all ain't even gonna catch that. And y'all see this shit going down. We got motherfuckers that could have voted for different things to even be caught up in the mix right now. Like, we be worried about the dumb shit that we don't even pay attention to the important shit. And the shit be so corny to me. It's sad. This past year, I think, and I don't know, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't keep up with shit. Like, let's just keep it 100. But I did see how the situation, even with his daughter, a child, a young black woman, ain't even enough to make y'all hold somebody accountable. In the lock life, yes, signing a contract doesn't mean you signed a contract to berate, belittle, and defame and fuck up somebody's whole life, sweetheart. I don't know what type of contract you think was in that, but it wasn't that, sweetie. It wasn't. But I didn't say anything. I had proof of everything. Still, y'all know from the Breakfast Club, I keep receipts. Okay? That's one thing y'all know about me. I keep receipts, okay? So there's several receipts that I have that I never put out because I just wanted peace. And I still didn't get peace. I still got dragged into the show. I still got talked about. They still use a fake me. They still use clickbait to get y'all to tune in. So now that's why I can talk. I can talk now because it ain't nobody on the other end to make y'all believe no dumb shit. That's why. That's why I'm talking now. Because when proof reveals itself, then that's when you talk. That's when you talk. See, a lot of y'all be talking about a lot of shit and y'all don't even be knowing what y'all talking about. See, that's why I didn't say shit about nothing. But now, oh yes, I'm going to be definitely talking. That's why I created Beat Yourself Beautiful. That's why I've helped so many beautiful melanated kings and queens who were suffering from abuse, sexual, mental, emotional, all kind of stuff. That's what I've been doing. And I don't post it because they don't deserve to be fucking played with by some of y'all that don't know how to talk to people. Yeah.
Hi, you guys. So, yeah, I guess when it rains, it pours, right? So, to my understanding, several women, including Dutchess, have come forward with claims, if you will, or experiences with Cesear from Black Ink Crew. So, people on Twitter, they felt there was, people should be upset that the dog was harmed for no reason, apparently. He was saying that the dogs were looking like they were going to fight each other or whatever he was saying with that, but you only saw the one dog by itself. And these are small house dogs. These are not big, vicious looking dogs that you would think as a human you would need to concern yourself with. The dog, maybe, because some of these dogs turn on the owners, and there's tons of videos out here about that. But this wasn't that type of situation, so I don't know why he was hitting the dog. And so, yeah, it was disturbing to see that. And then he put the dog in a little carry cage or whatever they're called and rolled it downhill. So I get it. But here's the thing. And it's funny because a lot of stuff that I talk about, it just kind of comes back up. I guess it comes back around. I guess because none of this stuff is new. But this is what we're talking about when we're talking about black people in particular, because I am black. I'm gonna speak on my own. Who go on these shows and they do all this fighting, pulling weaves out, yeah, doing it, just all kind of stuff. You're playing out all kind of violence on these shows, and then in particular against other black individuals. Sometimes it's not, sometimes it is. Most of the time it is. Well, all of these shows. And then these people turn around and tell you you're not as valuable as a dog. And this whole thing that the dog is just as valuable as these people's lives, I don't have anything against animals, but I'm not feeling that. Sorry. You should have felt just as bad about, or felt as compelled to move when he was accused of abusing his daughter. I don't watch the show. I have not watched the show since Dutchess left. When Dutchess left, I left with her. Okay? So I don't know. I don't even know what happened with the daughter. I know the story was all over the blogs of his daughter saying that she was in fact physically abused by him when she was staying with him and his girlfriend or something. And to my understanding, he's gone through several girlfriends. So, they probably all going to have a story out here as well. But yeah, that's kind of all I wanted to say about that. I think black people, they do a disservice to themselves when they allow themselves to be made fools of like that. Because now he's out of a job. The dog is what got him fired. But all that other stuff, as long as he was beating the crap out of another black person or his own blood, flesh and blood child, then it wasn't a problem. And that's kind of how you want that headline to read. And it is what it is at the end of the day. And this is why people say people should be careful going to just getting on these shows. And I understand sometimes there's black folks behind them, because just like the Zeus thing and Mona Scott Young, sometimes they're smiling in your face to sign you up. And then you get set up and looking crazy. And then, when something happens out in your personal life, like a dog gets hit by a chair, now the network who's even over those people, they want to come in and say that they no longer need your services. And so you should feel just as important as these people will treat an animal. You should view your own self as that level of important, even when they don't see you as that level of importance, because, this is kind of how that story is going to end. I don't really know what Donna's deal is, because like I said, I don't watch the show. I don't know why she felt the reason to put this out here. To my understanding, she is the one who did this. But from what I remember, he was the one who hired her. So you have to wonder why she lacks loyalty towards him in that way. I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. I know they had arguments and so on and so forth. But he anybody that worked for him, it seemed like he seemed to have some type of issue on that show with them. And it didn't always turn violent, at least not on camera. So I don't know what the deal is with her. You guys can let me know in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about what Dutchess had to say and all the rest of these ladies. I think somebody named Miss Kitty. Like I said, I don't watch the show. I don't know who she is, but she had some things to say. Donna obviously is the one who put the video tape out there. Let me know what you guys think of all of this in the comments, and what Dutchess had to say was, he of course issued an apology I believe over with TMZ, and he said that it's just not what they are making it, and that he don't abuse animals. He's not a vicious person towards animals, but see yourself as important as people see these dogs beforehand. And then you won't find yourself in these situations. That's what I think. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you in the next video.